So our counter magics are just really bad now because they all cost 5 because this counter magic made all of ours cost more. Yep, there are articles. It recommends a couple of 3 different decks that all cost less than $60 to get started with for Constructed. And I much would have rather counter magicked this. Yeah, I just foobarred that pretty badly. Playing the counter magic last turn was sloppy. Alright, well, I'll verdict that and then play peak. Alright, Stargazer's pretty good. We can play Stargazer and have counter magic up next turn since we have an untapped shard. Fortunately, his 3-2 being in place pretty rough for us. Let's play this and get a Sapphire. I'm using the Bluegrass right away because he could kill the Stargazer and then the Bluegrass won't make a threshold for us. Awesome, Benden. I hope you're enjoying it. I've been liking it a lot. I've been playing it for a few weeks now. So we're going to start taking hits from this Thunderfield. So yeah, just really missequence the start of this game.
Whoa. Careful.
If we get to start looting next turn with the Stargazer, that'll be pretty powerful. Another expensive counter magic. I guess I'll play this out so that way we can have a diamond here to start gaining life with Stargazer if we want to. Really need a brown fox scout is what we're looking for, so we can block and trade with this Thunderfield Elder. Our life total is getting a little bit low, so I might not even. It's tough on whether or not I want to loot.
We put a diaper on?
And at one of these points, he's gonna cast a spell that gets doubled because of the Thunderfield Elder's prophecy.
Are you really crying about getting clean pants? Come here.
Here, I'm the clock. The toddler is not happy, in case you're wondering. I'm going to counter magic this, and if he has counter magic back, I'm probably just going to concede. Sweet. Alright. Well, that could have gone worse. I think I'm going to loot for now. I don't think we're quite low enough yet. We really need... And there's a brown fox out on top of our deck, so that's awesome. That's exactly what we want. I'm going to discard this extra shard. So again, at the start of my turn here, we're going to go ahead and play Brown Fox Scout out. So that way we draw a card that's not the Brown Fox Scout. And then we have an 8th resource here, so we can have Brown Fox Scout plus Counter Magic plus Activate Stargazer. And maybe we can be in this game. He's only got 3 cards left in his hand. The fact they're going to be able to answer his Thunderfield Elder finally means that the Stargazer should be able to help us take over the game. He might have a removal spell here, and that's why he's tanking at the end step. Does he want to spend it on Stargazer? So I assume he's going to kill Stargazer. Like, not killing Stargazer seems like a mistake.
You don't have to cry. Careful.
Still got 200 people hanging out. I appreciate everyone. My timer's not going down. It's my opponent's timer that's going down. We're waiting on him. Did I disconnect or something? Alright, well that was weird. Okay, so we'll play Brown Fox Scout like I said before I draw for the turn. And we'll draw. Okay, Verdict's pretty good. So that's a counter target non-troop spell, and it draws a card because that's the one we shuffled back in. Pass back here. So if he attacks, I'm snapping off this block, not close. Yep, don't care about that. I'm gonna loot at end step here with this. Probably discard the Nature's Range since we got so much counter magic. I'm just gonna get rid of the shard. Don't need a 9/3 source right now. It's a digital TCG called Hex. Windsinger's really good. So we're going to play him out for sure. And then we have, he needs double counter magic to beat this basically, because we have Verdict to push it through. We're just going to pass the turn here. I'm not going to activate Stargazer on my turn, even though I know our resource will replenish, because I don't want him to time ripple us.
You come here. I don't know what your problem is.
And whenever he draws a card, we draw a card now. So this game's probably over now that this has happened. Getting our counter magic hit early was pretty rough, but this effect is just super powerful. Scheme, create 4 cards with that name and put it into your deck. Yeah, I don't think I care about that. This isn't actual card advantage, just puts them into his deck. Yeah, it's not. Hearthstone is uninteresting and boring. This game's sweet. Like Magic is. So I think our life total's high enough that we can just keep drawing with Stargazer at this point. That might be incorrect. Maybe I want to buffer once or twice. Of course, we've also got a clock on the table in the form of Windsinger now, so we basically just need to make sure we don't die when he activates his champion. Howdy, Star X. Phoenix. Yep, we're going to counter magic that. So now we need a way to answer that Phoenix, so I'm definitely going to loot. Another Stargazer is not the worst. I'm actually going to bin the Nature's Range because I want to play this shard to activate my champion power next turn. So let's play this. Choose that. Put Brown Fox Scout because it's a good clock and a counter magic back into my deck. I'm going to activate Stargazer now because my resources will replenish on his turn. So hopefully I don't get punished by needing to gain life, but I don't think I will. We're at 13. I think starting next turn we're probably going to... I kind of want to draw like one counter spell. I think I want to gain, like, get our health buffer up to like above 20 before I start looting a whole bunch more. Yeah, how many creatures are in here? He's got 1, 2, 3. Yeah, Phoenix isn't going to do anything for a little bit. You're another Nature's Range. That Phoenix is going to be a problem, though. So this Phoenix costs 2 more because I counter magic the last one, and we don't actually have an answer to it right now. So I guess the Stargazers kind of fog it, but I would like to just draw an actual answer to it. Even a Time Ripple is fine. Alright, start with Arcane Focus. Take Brown Fox Scout. Play a Shard out. Play a Brown Fox Scout out. I think I'm going to loot with at least one of these to see if we can find an answer, and then I'm going to gain life with the other one for now. I'm going to discard the Nature's Range. Play Thunderfield Seer. Ship for 4 here. I guess we got him dead in a pretty reasonable amount of time now, so just gaining a bunch of life. Awesome, Captain Walmart. Thanks for the congrats, and I'm glad you've been enjoying Hex as well. I've liked it a lot. I'd like to draw a card as well. This card just like buries our opponent. Sweet. So hopefully he plays some non-troop spells here so we can just go to town. I'm going to go ahead and gain some life here before we take this hit. And then we've got 7, 8 power here on the table, 9, 10 hypothetically, so I'm just going to gain 4 life next turn, I think. Yeah. Counter, when you play this, draw a card. Then we got a Brown Fox Scout on top of our deck. Um, yeah, this is fine. Draw for the turn. Just going to gain 4 life here. Not particularly close. Play this diamond shard out. Shuffle 2 cards from my discard pile back in. Probably just 2 counter magics. Yeah. Let's put the Arcane Focus back in. Opponent's dead next turn. We've got enough counter magic to make sure whatever he draws isn't going to be relevant. He's plenty of charges away from his champion's ability. And even if he had his champion's ability, Brown Fox Scout has Quick, which lets us play it on his turn. So, running him for 11 here. Sweet. If we win this, I will have 5-0'd my first gauntlet. I 5-1'd and 5-2'd a few gauntlets, but 5-0'ing the old perfects will be sweet. Peak's a great draw. So this card's sweet. It like scales nicely. All right, and our opponent concedes, so we got it. Unfortunately, I have somewhere that I have to be at.
Oh, it's so unfortunate.
I have somewhere that I have to be at 6 o'clock, so this is going to be the last thing for the evening. Thanks, everyone, for hanging out. If you're here just for the Hex, we're going to be streaming just Hex maybe tomorrow night, but definitely Thursday afternoon. And thanks for watching, everyone. So Magic players that are still hanging out, if you want to check out Hex for yourself, I've got a quick intro guide. It's free to download. I'd recommend just like downloading it and jumping in. You can also read some of my thoughts on it here. And I'm going to go ahead and call it a day. Peace. Thanks for all the new followers and the couple of new subs that we had as well.